everyone, this is Annette. I'm doing an unannounced live video to show you a really awesome bundle. The In the Pines bundle is so awesome, and I really don't want you guys to miss out on it because it is a great bundle if you want to mass produce your Christmas cards, and it can also be used for, you know, other masculine cards that are not necessarily Christmas. It can be found on page 43 of the holiday catalog right here, and there are so many cool pieces in here. So you can get you can make a lot of trees in the background, or you can make a centerpiece tree, and because of the two-step, it just is really cool. There's so many possibilities. And these dies, I'm not kidding, they are to die for. The pine wood dies, they're really, really nice. And this bundle is only $51.25. And I do have a card class that I made with it, and obviously I am trying to promote that, but I'm telling you that this is a really great bundle, and I can't stop playing with it. I have a class tonight, and we're using it, and we're not going to be making a Christmas card. We're going to be making a fall masculine card with it, so that they can see the diversity of this stamp set. But today I wanted to show you a really quick but yet cool card that I had made for thank yous for a few of the orders that I got recently using this bundle, because I think it's just so awesome. So I am going to bring in a piece of scratch paper. Okay, and basically we are going to be, let me see here. The first thing we're going to do is, I am going to make a Christmas card, is we are going to be embossing with this really cool winter snow embossing folder. But before we emboss this piece of paper, we are going to sponge it. And I just want to make sure. So I'm going to bring my mint macaron ink in, and I have a stamping wedge sponge somewhere. Here it is. And what I want to do is I am going to be focusing on this tree right here as center stage, and I'm going to be putting it in here. So what I'm going to be doing is sponging just on the outside, just leaving the middle kind of open. So when you're working with a bigger area, I always use the bigger sponges, but I love sponge daubers. But for this, we will be using this. And my mint pad is very juicy, so I have to do a lot of this to kind of help it out. And it's really good to always stamp on scratch paper first. Anyways, so I'm going to just, like I said, randomly go in circle motions and add the mint, and then I'm going to be leaving kind of the center area open. And I am planning to put this on my blog eventually, so you'll be able to go to my blog, AE Stamps Latte, and see the measurements. I'm not going to go through all the measurements right here. This is more for the technique of it. Okay, so you can see I kind of left the middle open so that we can kind of highlight our tree. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. And now we're going to emboss it. So I am going to put it in my embossing folder, and I'm going to step out of the camera, and I will go emboss this real quick. And this is a great embossing folder too. It's only $7.50, and it makes these really beautiful snowflakes, which you're going to see here in a minute. Okay, so there is my embossed cardstock, Whisper White, sponged with mint macaron, and then you can see those beautiful snowflakes. So now we're going to put our focal piece in here, or at least stamp it and get it ready for assembly. So I'm just going to put this to the side, and I'm going to bring in a scratch piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to be using this image right here. And I love that these are photopolymer, so we can see exactly where we're stamping, and we're going to stamp just the top of the tree for now. Is that not beautiful? I mean, you can just make a row of those and go make a card with that. But we are going to die cut this out using this die. And we're going to do this before we add the stem. So I already have one that I die cut out, but basically this is what we're going to do. So I will save this for another project. And when you die cut it out, you'll get this. So now we're going to add the stem, and like I said, because it's photopolymer, it's super easy to see. And my little stem just fell off, or my trunk I should say. And there we go. Now I stamped this a few minutes ago, so it's already, this looks darker, but it'll match. Obviously, you realize that. Okay, so now we have this tree, but we need a top. So we're just gonna put that there for now. And with these dies, we're gonna use this again, and we're gonna bring in the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper. I love this paper because it has beautiful images on one side that are realistic, and then the other side is completely silver embossing. So this side is so much fun for me to use because you can pair it with any color. So we're pairing this paper with the mint. And what I did was I took a piece, and it doesn't matter, there's so many of them in here, but I took a piece like this, and I pre-die cut out using this, and I got this. Okay, so we have this piece. Then what's really cool, and I should step back and say, you could put this on here and layer it on here, and you will still be able to make a wonderful card. But we're going to take it one step further, and we're going to die cut this with this intricate one that makes holes. So basically you just lay it right on top, and then you're going to run it through your embossing folder or your Big Shot. And then when you do that, you will get this piece. So we have this piece that we're going to be using, and this piece, we have that. So I'm going to get these out of the way for now. I think we are done with, yes, we are done with this, so I'm just going to put this away too. Okay, so bringing this back in here, we're going to layer this onto mint. So I'm going to put that like this. I think this is 3 inches wide, so this is 3 1/4. And I am just going to adhere these two pieces together. Okay, and like I said, I used that Designer Series paper, Feels Like Frost, and I made this outline. And when you put it on here, there's many things that why I like it. One, it kind of has like white on it, so it kind of looks like it's got snow on it. 2, it's paper, so it's really thin and it doesn't bubble or wrinkle or do, you know, stuff. You can use the silver foil sheets, but because I have so much of this paper, I can get like 6 on one little 6x6 sheet. I just love it. And look at the other side. It's so pretty too. So you could do like like, you know, if you had a blue one on the back there, that would look cool too. But we're using this side. So I'm focusing on two colors, mint and then silver. So we're gonna glue this together, and you can use your favorite glue. I'm just gonna be using, I don't really like to use Tombow because it'll get a little bit messy on here, but if you did, you would take a sponge and you could get some and just dab it on there, but for this video it'd be just a little bit too messy. And I have this two-way glue pen that will do what I want it to do. So I'm just gonna glue it on there, and it doesn't have to be like every single piece of it on there. And so we'll add that on there. So now we have our 3D or two-step stamping die cut really cool tree that's going to go here. It's starting to look really pretty. And next we are going to layer this on a piece of the same DSP, which I already have cut right here. Okay, so it's going to go like this. So we're going to do that. And then you could put this right onto a piece of white cardstock, and this would be plenty, but I am just going to make it a little bit more wow and put another layer of the mint on there. So we're going to do that. I do know that this is 4 by 5 1/4, so my designer series paper must be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, because this is a really easy card. Okay. So now we have that. We know that this is going to be our center piece. Isn't it just coming along so awesome? So now I'm going to bring the dies back in. I want to make some snow. So all you do is you pick which one you want. I prefer this one. I like it to be very subtle, but I have used this one. And you just take a piece of paper, and for this one I just want the snow in this area, and this is 3 inches. So what I did was I already die cut it, but it basically looked like this. So I have my 3 inch, and this looks like it's about 1.5 inches, so 3 by 1.5 inches. And all I did was I took this and I just laid it across the middle, and then I ran it through, so then I got 2 pieces, so I could use both of these pieces. And then all I'm going to do is take this one and just flip it so that I can make my snow. So I'm going to be putting snow for my little tree, or my really pretty tree, down here. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room down here so you can see the green. So I'm going to do that. And my tip for you is that we are going to put the tree in between the snow, so you just need to put either some kind of adhesive down here, not up here. So I'm going to put some just on the sides really for this bottom piece, because I don't really need anything else there. And then we're going to tuck this one in there. So this one can be, you can have adhesive, it doesn't matter where you put the adhesive, it can go the entire way. And I'm going to tuck that in there. And let me see if I want it to be shorter. I do want it to go in a little bit more based on the size of my trunk. Whoops, everything's falling apart. Just want to see if this is where I want it. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so that's my snow. And you could dimensionalize it, but I'm not gonna, because the tree's gonna be dimensional. That's our center, our attraction. So that's gonna go like that. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna add some ribbon that matches. So I have some ribbon. Oh my goodness, I forgot to see what this ribbon is from. I believe it's from the annual catalog, and it goes with the Sunflower Suite. So we're going to add some ribbon over that first snow. And then we're going to add the whole completed layer to a white, Whisper White card base. Okay. And I'm going to give it a little bit more love on the inside. Okay. Now we are going to add our really cool tree with dimensionals. As you can see, I restamped this tree. Don't waste your paper. 3 should do it. And we're just going to tuck a little bit of the trunk into that top one there. And center it. Ooh, I just love it. Isn't it looking really good? Okay, let's finish off the ribbon. So I'm just going to put a knot in here. This is fun ribbon. I haven't used it much, so that was kind of fun to grab it. I might have cut it too small of a piece, but hey, we will make it work. Okay. Oh, I love it. I'll have to cut those ends off, but there we go. Okay, so now we need a sentiment. So another one of my favorite things from that carried over is the Itty Bitty Christmas Cling stamp set. Last year when I was finishing up my Christmas cards, I was taking all kinds of, I send so many out. I was looking for smaller sentiments on the top of my cards that I was making, and I was like, dang, I wish I would have bought that. So I did buy this in December and got to use it for a few cards, but I'm glad it carried over because this is a really awesome bundle to add to any Christmas card that you're looking for a smaller, as the name says, Itty Bitty Christmas. So we're going to be using this, and I already pre-stamped and embossed one of the sentiments, Happy Holidays, and I'm going to use my classic label punch to punch it out, and I have a guide I just wanted to show you. So I have this, and you can see that it fits a lot with the classic label punch. So this is really nice, or I should say the classic label is great because many of us, because this has been in the catalog forever, so a lot of us have that. So this is a great addition to go along with any of your Christmas sets. So I stamped Happy Holidays and embossed it in silver to carry out my theme, and we'll give that. Okay. And then we will add that to the tree. Now you could, if you wanted, to cut off the sides, but for this one, I think maybe I will just leave it because it kind of looks cool to get off the little ends. So we'll add that with some glue dots. And I'm using some leftover glue dots. I love glue dots that are on the sheet like this. They're just so much easier to use. So I get excited when I see the glue dots in the paper pumpkin kit. Okay, and we'll just add that to our tree. Oh, I love it. Now, is that not the coolest Christmas card? And it was super, super easy to do. Imagine all the colors that you can pair with it. But we are not done. I'm going to add one more embellishment because I can, because it's fun and because we have them. So I am going to be bringing in the Adhesive back Snowflakes, which are super cool. There are 260 in here, and I have used these in my card class, which has 8 projects in it, and I've used a variety of things so that people could see different things with it. But 3 is really all you need. So we're going to add 3, and we're going to put them right on the tree. Now I'm happy, very happy with my card. So I hope you enjoy me watching this card, the super easy card, because this would be a super easy card to mass produce for Christmas. Again, I have a card class surrounding the In the Pines bundle. I have 8 Christmas card projects, and it surrounds using the Splendor DSP, which is the Snowflake Splendor DSP in the catalog. So I have used every piece in there to make a card class with it. And if you buy the bundle from me using the host code that's on my blog at AE Stamps Latte, you are going to get the card class for free, and you will also get the snowflake embellishments, adhesive back snowflake embellishments to go along with this class. And I have a video that gives you tips and tricks on how to put the cards together. So thanks for stopping in.